morning and welcome to today's class. Today we have to take waves and it is lecture 5. And here we will discuss stationary wave. We have already discussed what is in fact reflection of waves, reflection of progressive wave, and also we have gone through the concept of superposition principle of superposition. Okay, now here we have to take what is stationary wave. I must tell you what is stationary wave. When two identical waves of same amplitude and same frequency, if they move in a medium simultaneously in mutually opposite direction with the same speed, then with the resultant effect of these waves, the medium particles are found to vibrate within certain boundaries, and the wave produced within that boundary is called as stationary or standing wave. That we have to write. Okay, what we have just said, that when two identical waves of same frequency and amplitude are allowed to propagate simultaneously in a medium in mutually opposite directions, and they move with, with the same speed with the same speed, then the medium particles due to the superposition of these waves, medium particles, due to the superposition of these waves are found to vibrate within certain boundaries, and the resultant wave within such boundaries is called stationary wave. This is the complete definition. When two identical waves of same, I'm just making it enlarged. Okay, when two identical waves of same frequency and amplitude are allowed to propagate simultaneously in a medium in mutually opposite direction, and they move with the same speed, then the medium particles due to the superposition of these waves are found to vibrate within certain boundaries, and the resultant wave within the resultant wave within such boundaries within within such boundaries is called stationary wave or standing wave. This is how we define the stationary or standing wave. Okay. In that way, we have already determined what is a boundary medium and what is the bounded medium. Bounded medium means एक vibration होगा, एक ही जगह वो होगा और वहीं पर vibration होता रहेगा. So this is how we generate the stationary wave. Let us see how we derive an expression for this. Let the displacement the, dis, the displacement of a medium particle due to the incident due to the first wave at time t. Y1 equal to A sin omega t minus kx. Okay. Similarly, other is same moving with the same amplitude and same frequency, but its direction is opposite. The same particle vibrates and makes another displacement due to the second wave at time t. You will have a y2 equal to A sin omega t plus x. This is equation number 1, this is equation number 2. Okay. Now from principle of superposition, what we have? Y equal to y1 plus y2. From the principle of superposition, the resultant vibration, the resultant displacement is y equal to y1 plus y2. Y equal to y1 plus y2, and therefore it is A sin omega t minus kx plus A sin omega t plus kx. Okay, this is what we have, the resultant amplitude y. Now for further calculation we have to remove the upper part of the calculation. This is say equation number 3. I am just solving equation 3 itself. Y equal to A taken common sin omega t minus kx plus sin omega t plus kx. That means here we have 2a cos kx and sine omega t, and we can take this as a combined expression amplitude a sine omega t y. This is just another equation which also move with the same vibration, same frequency omega, but amplitude is not the same. Amplitude is due to the superposition of two waves. Therefore, it is just not any periodic semi progressive wave, but it is a different type of wave because amplitude is given by this. Let us see what is amplitude. Amplitude of this wave is the amplitude of resultant wave A equal to 2A cos kx. Okay, and we know k is nothing but it is 2 pi by lambda. 2 pi by lambda into x. This we have the amplitude. Now this amplitude will be maximum if we have a cos of this thing equal to plus minus 1, and it is 0 when this all of this thing is 0. Therefore, if cos kx equal to 0, that is equal to, this must be equal to cos of n plus pi by n plus half pi. Whenever we have n pi plus pi by 2, then we have always this must be equal to, here always remember we have to anyhow have this thing to be 0. तो ये इसके फॉर्मेट में 0 होगा. तो where n is 0 1 2 3 4 etc. तो 0 जब रखेंगे then what we can have, this cos pi by 2, cos pi by 2 is equal to how much? Cos pi by 2 will be equal to your 0, and when it is n is 1, then we have 3 pi by 2, that is again 0, and therefore n is 0 1 2 3 etc. And that means from this we can say that this x, we have already said x is this much, is 2 pi x upon lambda equals to n plus half pi. Pi cancel out, pi cancel out, and ultimately what we have, x equal to here we have this pi cancel out, this lambda by 2 n plus 1 by 2. Then if n is 1, then we have this must be equal to how much? This must be equal to just this 2, that is if n is 0, then we have this lambda by 4, that we have lambda by 4. Okay. If n is 1, then we have 3 lambda by 4. If we have 2, then we have 5 lambda by 4, like this. So these are the points where we have the minimum intensity, the minimum vibration, minimum amplitude. This is 0 amplitude. All those points where we have 0 amplitudes are called as nodes. जहाँ पे जीरो एम्पलीट्यूड होता है उन पॉइंट्स को हम लोग क्या कहते हैं, नोड्स. अब अगर मैं इसको उल्टा भी देखूं, if we have the other way out, suppose we are having the maximum, I am having, once we get this thing, we will just continue from this step only. For maximum amplitude, cos kx must be equal to plus minus 1, that is equal to cos n pi. And here we have cos 2 pi x upon lambda equal to cos n pi, and pi by cancel out. We have x equal to lambda by 2 into n. Lambda by 2 into n, and therefore if n is 1, then it is n is 0, then it is nothing. But if it is just we consider n is 1, then we have lambda by 2. If n is 2, then we have lambda, and so on. And therefore at these points we always have the maximum amplitude. Remember, पहले वाला पॉइंट्स आपको यहाँ पे दिखेगा cos 2 pi x अपॉन दिस इक्वल टू cos n लैम्डा, इतना लिख दिया। तो इसमें हम लोग क्या करेंगे कि एक एक जगह आपको मैक्सिमम एम्पलीट्यूड मिलेगा, एक जगह मिनिमम एम्पलीट्यूड। ये मैक्सिमम एम्पलीट्यूड वाला है, where this cos pi x equal to plus minus 1 if n is 1, if n is 1, then naturally we have cos pi. Cos pi is means it is minus 1 होगा। Okay, if we have it is 2 n equal to 2, then we have just 1. So that means we are having here if we have this 1, then plus 1 is there. I am suppose removing all such things, then we can very easily get the displacements so position of x at point where we have maximum amplitude. The points of maximum amplitude, the points of maximum amplitude are called antinodes. Okay, antinodes हो गया। And distance between two nodes, distance between two consecutive nodes, equal to distance between two consecutive antinodes, that is equal to lambda by 2. दो नोड्स के बीच का डिस्टेंस लैम्डा बाई 2 होता है, और दो एंटी नोड्स के बीच का भी डिस्टेंस लैम्डा बाई 2 होता है। एंड बाय द ग्राफिकल व्यू वी कैन सी like this. These are the points of nodes. This is node, this is node, this is node, where we have zero displacement of the medium particle, and this is antinode, this is antinode, this is antinode, and this is antinode. The distance between two corresponding to consecutive antinode is lambda by 2, and distance between two nodes will also be lambda by 2. With that, we have completed today's lecture, and in next lecture we will definitely discuss the difference between the stationary and progressive wave, and also we see what is the vibration in a hollow pipe or organ pipe. Thank you.